Hello, my name is Kevin Griffin, and I've got a son that plays high school and AAU basketball. On November of 2016, I decided to purchase the sports injury insurance that many of you have heard me speak about. What I didn't realize is how quickly we'd have to use it. On April 25th of 2017, my son was injured in a high school basketball game. In that moment, I went from being an insurance agent that sells the policy to a parent who had to use a policy to take care of an injury to my son. I wanted to take a moment to put a quick video together that highlights what happened to my son, but more importantly, what happened to us as a result of having the sports injury insurance protection in place. So stay tuned. This is our story. As you can see, he took a pretty hard fall. My first reaction as a parent was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is happening right now. In a couple of days, he was supposed to fly out to Atlanta for a big tournament with his AAU team, and it didn't really look good. I was able to get him in to see a doctor the following day. They were able to run some tests, do some imaging, and what they confirmed was that he had torn a ligament in his wrist, and he had strained a ligament in his knee. It wasn't as bad as we had thought it was going to be, but it was bad enough. And we knew he was going to have to sit down for a little while. So after all the doctor visits, the rehab, the imaging, and all the stuff we had to go through to get him back going, here's what happened next. So knowing that I had the sports injury insurance, I wasn't really overly concerned about the $9,800 in medical bills. However, in the back of my mind, I was still curious to see if they were going to pay on actual charges the way the policy had described. So I picked up the phone, I called my insurance agent, I got the claim forms, and I completed them the way that they're supposed to be completed. I sent them off, and here's what happened next. That's right, checks came in the mail exactly the way the policy had described. I couldn't believe it. I received checks in the amount of $9,800 that represented the actual charges of all the medical bills that we had accumulated. My out-of-pocket expense was a little over $4,000. So I received $9,800 in actual charges, and my out-of-pocket was $4,000, so you do the math. I was blown away with how simple the process was. We submitted the first claim, I want to say around June 6th. I received the first check about June 15th. In some cases, I was receiving checks before the medical bills were even due. This is a no-brainer in my opinion. The cost for the policy is nothing in comparison to the benefit from the policy. As you can see, I'm blown away because it just doesn't make sense. I'm so happy I had the opportunity to learn firsthand the value of this plan and the difference that it can make for parents in protecting and taking care of their young athlete. I can't stress to you enough how important this could possibly be for you. So now that you know my story, I look forward to the opportunity to helping you protect your young athlete.